Fate needs you, Proxy. Fate has noticed your talent for altering destiny. Reality hangs in the balance, as does the future of Apocrypha and Nirn. Hence I bring a message from Hermaeus Mora, the one who knows. Mora offers you a purpose, an aspiration dark and heavy. We are bound together by a common danger. Enemies of Hermaeus Mora threaten his realm of oblivion, and in so doing pose a threat to the mortal world as well. Therefore Mora sent me to meet you here, and secure your cooperation. Only a mortal proxy can deal with the threat and save both Apocrypha and Nirn. The fates of both realms are linked, and you are the key to preserving reality. Without you, everything unravels. Help avert this disaster, and Mora will reward you. The one who knows instructed me to give you this, a condensate of planar potentialities. You will not understand. It is... Have you never heard of the Daedric Prince of Forbidden Knowledge? The Lord of Fate? The riddle unsolvable? Hermaeus Mora knows everything. He is the wisest of the Daedra. Every secret and all knowledge finds its way to Apocrypha in time. I am astonished how little the mortals of our tiny world comprehend. Apocrypha is the realm of Hermaeus Mora, his home and seat of power, one of the countless realms that drift through oblivion. Please, do not ask me about oblivion. They seem to be servants of other Daedric princes, rivals to the one who knows. The threads of fate that converge in this region should reveal more. That is the hope, at least. And we are not dealing with just simple cultists. There are... Someone sent the Dusksaber Company to seize relics belonging to Hermaeus Mora from their hiding places in Tamriel. Elite vampire mercenaries commonly employed by Telvanni mages. I expected the cultists. The Dusksabers were an unwelcome surprise. Glyphics. Think of them as crystallized memories. Condensations of notional... I explain too much. I managed to protect Mora's glyphics, with some help. But our adversaries once again move against us. I am Laramil, sometimes called the Wise, although that is not a sobriquet I care for. I seek to comprehend the emergent truths elicited by the... never mind that. I am a scholar. A century ago, I struck a bargain with Hermaeus Mora. I do not worship him, if that is your question. The Prince of Knowledge is an ally and patron. Mora provides me with access to rare and esoteric lore. In return, I undertake various tasks for him. A mutually beneficial arrangement.
always take me to such nice places.
The overseer was supposed to meet me hours ago. You there, do you work here? As a notary for the Kwama Consortium of Necrom, I demand that you explain why production has halted. Are you aware of the irreparable harm this is inflicting on our image? The Consortium will be none too pleased. Apologies, Traveler. I came on a little strong there. I'm an auditor sent to inspect Anka Egg Mine. It's been a few days since their last shipment, and the higher-ups are growing restless. Please, this isn't the first workers' strike I've negotiated. Wait, you don't think something dangerous happened here, do you? Well, I have expense funds for this assignment. Might I hire you as a bodyguard while I perform my audit? I'm required to inform you that as a contractor for the Kwama Consortium, you are held to the highest standards of conduct. But on a personal note, thank you. Now, we'll need to inspect the pens, speak with the Overseer, and take note of the Queen. It's routine, really. Whenever the Consortium believes a mine is operating below standards, they send along an auditor to run an inspection. This usually entails the Overseer providing a comprehensive tour of the Kwama pens and the mine's Queen. Ulfengar. I've met him once before, back when the mine was first opened. Nord fellow. Tough as rocks and sweet as salt, but a hard worker. You want that in an Overseer. To be honest, I'm surprised he's late. It's definitely out of the ordinary. I haven't the faintest idea. I was only sent along to conduct an audit, though the Consortium did seem rather on edge. They said I should expect to hear all sorts of excuses, from cave-ins to cultists. Laughable, I know, but it's part of the job. I shouldn't jump to conclusions, especially when I haven't had the chance to assess anything yet. But yes, my employers certainly seem to think so. After all, not every worker keeps their company's best interests in mind.
Watching you harvest is exciting. I can't wait to see what you're going to do with that.
Step forth, mortal. Know that you stand in the presence of Hermaeus Mora. We must converse. Laramil has done well, and brought fate's chosen into my unrelenting gaze. All other outcomes are now excluded. From this moment, fate's ever-branching tree begins to grow again, and with it, new possibilities emerge. It concerns beginnings and endings, secrets too dangerous to reveal, and the stability of the threads of fate. Hidden rivals threaten my realm, and thereby threaten all of reality. If they succeed, fate will unravel and doom both our worlds. I am the golden eye of fate, and the keeper of whispers. Knowledge and memory are my domains. How this threat eludes me, I do not know. But you are the key to preserving Apocrypha. I have foreseen it, and in doing so, you shall save the mortal realm. Let Laramil guide you, as she can perceive the threads of fate without undue mental anguish. They converge in 3 locations, places of revelation. Meet her in the Necrom bindery, in the mortal city of the same name. Now, let us seal our covenant. The 3 glyphics before you contain the concepts necessary to create a contract to bind us. I submit to this as a promise of cooperation. You may serve as my proxy without fear of harming your own interests. Now, take the glyphics, combine them. Precious little. They are shadows that vanish under my scrutiny. Obscure figures that somehow hide from my gaze. It is disconcerting. Never have I been so blind. Every possible fate unfolds before me. They all lead to an event I thought erased from chance eons ago. If this course isn't altered, Apocrypha falls, reality unravels, and Nirn is destroyed. That is the reason fate chose you. Your instinctual ability to succeed no matter the obstacles placed before you, no matter the odds. Follow the threads I selected for Laramil. See where they lead. That is the key to saving both our realms. Do you know so little, mortal? Apocrypha is my domain. A plane of oblivion I have shaped to my needs. And this plane, the mortal realm, some refer to it as Nirn. As for the connection, just know that if Apocrypha falls, Nirn will cease to exist. The scholars and mystics of your world call me a Daedric Prince, what you see is only an aspect of my true self, for the mortal mind cannot contain the whole of me. This form suffices. Your mind must remain intact for you to be of use to Fate. Fate takes many paths, mortal. Find Laramel, Necrom, and choose wisely.
I saw an Ashlander the other day. Surprising, considering that few make their homes here in the Telvanni Peninsula. We had a nice chat while he looked over my goods.
You there! You look like a capable forager. I need some help. Can we talk? You there! You look like a capable forager. I need some help.
Jobs available here.
Dangerous work for hire.
It gets cold up north.
We seek brave, skilled warriors who are looking to make a little coin. Does that describe you? One of Lord Vivek's favorite tales is the time he bested Vrokulsha, the Deep Reaver. Well, Several buoyant armigers went into Apocrypha recently to reenact this great victory. Sadly, they were no match for the creature. We'd like someone to avenge these ambitious armigers, defeat Vrokulsha, and collect the personal effects of Vivek's devoted warriors, so they may be properly honored. I have other business to attend to. You should attend to your tasks as well. You're observant, my friend. We keep an eye on the Telvanni Peninsula, and now Apocrypha as well for the temple. It's more than anyone can handle alone. We've many dangerous, well-paying jobs available for teams of talented adventurers like yourself. True servants of the temple take all threats to the Three and their people seriously, including the Daedric Lord of Secrets. But our need is your gain, my friend. We pay well for others to take care of these issues. He is one of Hermaeus Mora's strongest servants, who lurks in a cavern in Apocrypha. He tested Lord Vivek's mettle ages ago. Of course, our lord prevailed. But Vrokulsha forgets nothing. Now, he's unleashed eons of hatred on these armigers. This was before Vivek's apotheosis, when he still labored under the burdens of mortality. The stories say it was a brutal fight, and Vrokulsha almost bested him. But in the end, even the mortal Vivek was unbeatable.
We Ordinators seek out the ambitious and brave. You seem to fit that description. Do you have time to help the temple and make some extra coin in doing so? I need a skilled adventurer for a mission in a dangerous situation. The Kwama eggs deep within Anchor Egg Mine are in high demand, but some crisis there has led the workers to flee. A common occurrence, I'm afraid. Egg miners. You do not understand the value of these eggs here in Necrom. We value Anchor Mine eggs as a delicacy, and export tithes fund many of the temple's activities here. We cannot delay our shipments by a single day. Will you retrieve the eggs? Do not underestimate the dangers along your path. Many adventurers have ventured out and haven't returned. Yes, beyond their financial value, we ship these eggs throughout Tamriel under the temple's holy seal. Providing a delicacy as delicious as Kwama eggs to dark elves abroad reminds them of the generosity of the tribunal and the bounty of Morrowind. Settling mine crises and labor disputes is the business of the Kwama Consortium, not the temple. If the situation deteriorates to the point where Ordinators must intervene, well, neither the miners nor the Consortium will enjoy it. We are holy gods and warrior priests, dedicated to serving the Tribunal Temple and the living gods worshipped therein. Here in Necrom, we tend to our flock in the Telvanni Peninsula and keep a wary eye on the portals to Apocrypha. It is the realm ruled by Hermaeus Mora, and as such is a threat to the living gods and to us. In these lands, though, the veil between our plane and his is thin and easily pierced. We know of several ways to reach Apocrypha. Hermaeus Mora is no friend of the Dark Elves, but we have sent agents into the Prince of Fate's domain, hoping to uncover hidden knowledge. We cannot go ourselves, so we employ paid agents, like you, to discover what lies beyond the veil. That depends entirely on what the High Ordinator deems necessary. But there are more jobs than capable hands. If you survive, then I'm sure we will... Yes. Beyond settling mine crises and labor... That depends entirely on...
If you're willing to work, I'm ready.
I was told to expect you, and here you are. Congratulations, traveler. You've been tended by the Gardener of Men, plucked for a special task. Hermaeus Mora requires your help in reclaiming a portion of his realm from his enemies. Hermaeus Mora's enemies assail Apocrypha, specifically Bastion Nimic, a stronghold where dangerous names of power are stored. The Golden Eye needs someone to rout these enemies, and the herald that leads them. The reward will be substantial. Bastion Nimic is inaccessible, except by a few ancient gates. The Herald's Seekers guard the way in. If you kill these Seekers and take their Daedric Ichor, you can use it to activate the gate and get inside. Are you willing to help? I'll mark your map with the location of the Glass Crag's gate, as well as where the Seekers flock. Mora's foes control these Seekers. Find them, kill them, and take their Ichor. Once you collect enough, you can open the gate and enter the Bastion. No, but we must sometimes forge strange alliances. Our people have a long history with the Daedra, you'll recall. I have an understanding with Mora. We help each other from time to time. Especially when his affairs spill over into our world. Let's just say they choose not to examine my methods too closely. The Lord of Secrets provides me with eyes and ears in many places. That can be very useful in my work. I repay that favor when he asks for help, such as now. They serve the Daedric princes, Vermina and Periite. I know that dangerous champions lead the attack, but the real threat is the master of the Seeker Heralds. It has subverted Bastion Nimic's defenses. Mora's own Daedra will try to stop you. Yes, that's why Hermaeus Mora requires outside help to deal with this threat. He can't rely on his own Daedra in Bastion Nimic. You can expect no mercy from Mora's former servants. Give them none in return. Eradicate them all.
Why am I cursed with such a task?
May the three guide your path.
Can anyone help me? I don't want to live. We don't like to discriminate against the more bookish members of our guild. In fact, we tend to encourage them. But we need an adventurer, not a librarian. The guild has need of you. It will be dangerous, but we can compensate you. You know how powerful mages can be. We command the elements, or make things from nothing. We can summon entities from across Oblivion. Even shape reality, if you want to be grandiose about it. But what if we summon something terrible? Not yet. But if we don't stop it, one of Vermina's nightmare Daedra could manifest in our world. This portal leads to Warlock Vanton's tower, the focus of the threat. Do you know other warriors? Gather them. This will be exceedingly dangerous. Talk to Scholar Arlance when you arrive at the tower. He's watching over Warlock Vanton with the rest of the mages. I only left to find help when we figured out what Vermina's Daedra planned. The portal is right there. Quickly now. The Daedra attacking Vanton exists only in Nightmare. But Vanton's power might be enough to bring it fully into this plane. Warlock Vanton was studying the Dreamstone. If there is anywhere a nightmare creature can hide, it's in that relic. He has to study it. None of us thought he'd be foolish enough to do so without setting protective wards first. I don't know Vanton very well, but Wizard Twelvain speaks highly of him. I hope this doesn't destroy his mind entirely. We're worried about what would happen if the Daedra's plan succeeds, and it enters this plane. If the thing plaguing Vanton infects anyone else, it's better if we send someone else to help Vanton. Someone whose mind isn't at risk. Destroy it without knowing the magic it possesses, without fully comprehending the power it holds. No, I agree the relic is dangerous. That's why only the most accomplished Mage Guild members should deal with it.
Welcome to my safe house, Proxy. Meeting Hermaeus Mora represents a rare honor. The one who knows materializes in a delimited projection. He chooses to manifest before few mortals. The threads upon which reality dangles are precarious indeed. What did Mora impart to you? And so I shall. The one who knows traced 3 crucial events to this area. Investigate each, and he believes we can expose the conspirators moving against Apocrypha. We may even stop them before the ultimate threat takes shape. I do not know. I was only presented with what was required to bring you to the right place at the right moment. You must determine why fate needs you in each location, then take the appropriate action. Many possible futures branch from every mortal choice. If we know the consequences of our choices, it changes the outcome. Therefore, Hermaeus Mora tells us only what he must. As fate's chosen, the rest is up to you. The threads of fate lead to 3 locations in this region. The necropolis of Necrom, the old tower of Telrendis, and the town of Alavelis. I shall open a portal to each, investigate them, and return here to the Necrom bindery when you are done. An old bookbinder's shop, our temporary base of operations in this region. I secured it so we could travel to and from Apocrypha without causing undue panic. I doubt Necrom's authorities would approve of portals to an Oblivion realm in their city. In addition to the 3 to take you to the locations you must investigate, I summoned 2 gateways to Apocrypha. One leads to the Endless Library, a place of books as numberless as the stars. The other to Chroma Incognito, where lost fates linger. Only if you desire to do so. The threads of fate Hermaeus Mora asks you to investigate begin here in the Telvanni Peninsula. Where they shall lead us, I cannot say. But with the threat directed at Apocrypha, I thought quick access was prudent. A reasonable and prudent request. I shall provide what details I can, but I know little more than you do. Local history and politics are not my usual area of study. Necrom serves as a center for the ancient Dunmer practice of ancestor worship, a strange custom. The monks of the necropolis, called the Keepers of the Dead, tend the catacombs beneath the city. They guide the faithful in venerating their forebears. Tel Rendis is one of the many mushroom towers that dot this land. They usually serve as domiciles of Telvanni wizards who wield formidable magic. But this tower is abandoned. Interesting. Fate dictates that when you go there, I shall accompany you. Olivalis is a minor settlement whose only claim to fame is its malachite quarry, a glass mine, as the Dunmer refer to it. That thread of fate vibrates with particular intensity. What you shall find there, I cannot say, but I urge caution, Proxy. Your choice must be your own, Proxy. Hermaeus Mora was clear about that. There, 3 paths are now arrayed before you. Which will you pick?
I don't mean to burden you with my troubles, stranger, but something dreadful is happening in Olivalis. I'm lucky I escaped when I did. It's a village in the South Peninsula. When I heard that the glass mine was reopening, I went there to find employment. I'm a miner by trade, and I needed the work. They hired me, but instead of mining, they wanted us to build something. I never found out. I stumbled upon a group of Daedric cultists and realized something really bad was going on there. I ran and never looked back. I told the city guard, but I don't think they believed me. Someone needs to do something.